everybody, welcome back to Real Reviews. This is Cody Williams, and we're here to talk about the movie M3GAN. It is the newest horror film that has come straight from the mind and from the master of horror himself, James Wan. It is the first new film of the year that I've been most excited for ever since seeing the previews for it since the past few months. After finally watching it, let's talk about the movie real quick. The movie story follows M3GAN, who is a marvel of artificial intelligence and being a lifelike doll that's programmed to be a child's greatest companion and a parent's greatest ally. Designed by Gemma, a brilliant roboticist, M3GAN can listen, watch, and learn as it plays the role of friend, teacher, playmate, and protector. When Gemma becomes the unexpected caretaker of her 8-year-old niece, she decides to give the girl a M3GAN prototype, a decision that leads to unimaginable consequences. Well, this movie was a total surprise that I didn't expect to be so good. Who would have thought that the first new movie of the year would be such a big hit? Especially when the month of January is the graveyard where all terrible movies go to be dumped. In this case, this movie was awesome. It does have its fair share of shortcomings, which I will touch base on later. Right now, let's talk about the many amazing things that this movie has to offer, whether it be the cool special effects, neat-looking cinematography, and amazing production design. Obviously, the best thing about the movie would have to be M3GAN herself. It was an absolute marvelous feat to achieve the effect that we see during the movie. If what I read is correct on the behind the scenes, they used an amalgamation of animatronics, puppeteering, CGI, and stunt work that involves an actress. It's crazy how amazing the finished product looks when watching the movie. If this movie would have to be comparable to anything, think of a mixture of both Chucky and Terminator. Yeah, it is a killer doll, but it's not limited to the doll itself because it has an artificial intelligence that eventually becomes self-aware and it can manipulate other electronic devices and the environment. We saw this idea originally in the abhorrent reboot of Child's Play from a few years ago, but we don't talk about that movie. This movie isn't meant to be taken serious at the slightest because there is some campiness in it, but the movie is self-aware of that aspect and completely embraces the camp. It's a dark, morbid B-grade film that is meant to be fun. At first, I thought the movie would have benefited from having an R rating, showing more grotesqueries and whatnot. However, I think taming it down to a PG-13 rating was just perfect. Some things didn't need to be seen. I thought it was just alright where it's at. If they decide to add in some of the brutalities in the home release, I would be okay with that as well. Visually speaking, the movie has some cool looking, eerie, atmospheric shots for the movie's cinematography throughout and made the movie more spooky fun. The film's production design overall was just aesthetically pleasing, and it was just magnificent. What bothered me the most about the movie would have to be how predictable some plot points were throughout. I literally called the film's ending probably around the halfway mark or so, and it just irked me. If it was intentional, I'd be okay with it, but I just don't think it was. Either way, this movie is loads of fun. Overall, M3GAN is a very impressive horror flick that is a much welcome addition to the genre that will completely subvert expectations. As it serves as a cautionary tale to never trust artificial intelligence, the movie also surprisingly tackles some interesting morals. Aside from the film's shortcomings, the movie falls nothing short from being super entertaining. I give this movie a B+. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to keep up with my real reviews.